Let's talk about the lead magnet, the ultimate lead magnet training and the workshop that we did. Shout out to Rachael Kraft, who is here with us, who's going to come on with me in just a second and announce the winner. I got to just take a minute to praise Rachael and all the great coaching she did. This was her first time doing a live training of all the work she's been doing about lead magnets. She's had the system. She's taught it in various ways through her authority content, but this was the first time I put her on the hot seat and said, walk us through it, teach it to us, and then help us go do it. And that's what she did. It was a fantastic training. Everybody loved it, and clearly very actionable because we had around 20 people submit their lead magnet ideas to us. And you know, that takes a minute. That's not an easy task. That's not just, hey, rip off a quick, fun email about something, not to diminish that effort, but this took more effort. And the fact that so many people took part in it says a lot about how actionable Rachael's training is. So let's dive in and let's get Rachael on, Rachael Kraft, and talk about what she saw as she coached everybody through this challenge and what we can all learn about how to create better lead magnets. And let's find out who won this exciting challenge. Hi, Rachael. How are you?
Good. How are you doing, Kevin?
Great. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thank you again for all the great work you did. I know it takes a lot of effort, you know, to read through all the submissions, and you gave a lot of thoughtful feedback, and not just once, but several times I saw to a lot of people. So thank you for doing that.
Absolutely. You know, I really enjoyed it. And I think that you mentioned this was the first time that I got to actually teach what I'm specializing in. And it kind of lit a fire under my butt, and it reminded me how much I enjoy teaching. So thank you for that opportunity.
I'm so glad. That's my favorite thing about these, you know, and that's why I've done several now with like Mike Renard, several with Chris Orzakowski, and Rachael Mazza became my business partner all through this process, because it's just so cool when, and you were a teacher in a previous life.
I was.
So you know how to teach already, but isn't it cool now to teach your own content, your own material?
Yeah, it's super fun. I get to make my own curriculum. I don't have to off of a book or standards or anything.
Talk about full circle, right? Yeah.
I know.
And it's interesting too. I mean, Chris Orzakowski was a teacher as well. And so, man, I'll tell you what, like having teaching in your background or learning how to coach just by the way I learned was in a form like this, just critiquing other people's copy. And so everybody who is active in this challenge and in other challenges, you're learning how to coach already just by being your awesome self and giving, you know, sincere feedback. So yeah, good on you. All right, Rachael. So what did we learn through this process? So you taught it for the first time, you saw it implemented. What kind of patterns did you see of stuff people did well and stuff they needed to correct?
Yeah, so I was super impressed with the entries that we got. I noticed that people, you know, had really strong ideas. They had some really creative tech solutions that people came up with. I really liked the Google spreadsheet, Google worksheet that Kyle Jordan came up with. He had this whole system where you could like make check marks and accumulate points. And then Anna Ivison had this really awesome tech worksheet that she had put into her CRM so that she could actually have her prospects fill out questions and then hit send, and it would go right back to her. So I was just really impressed with those tech solutions that people came up with. And, you know, really great ideas, great headlines, great bullets. So overall, just super impressed with what everybody came up with. I have 4 honorable mentions, if you'd like me to mention those, people that I thought did a really awesome job. So this does not include the winner, but the honorable mentions here are Michelle DeLima. I really enjoyed your outline, and she had so many awesome ideas, and it was so in depth that she came to the conclusion that this was more than just a lead magnet. This was going to be a whole course. So
saw that. So cool.
Yeah. It's just a really awesome way for her to kind of just get everything out onto the page and then pick out the pieces that she wanted to use for the lead magnet.
And by the way, I also want to point out something I love that Michelle did, I wish everybody did. Don't rewrite your original post, repost the update, because it's so valuable for us all to see how things evolve through the coaching.
Yeah.
So just a note to everybody, when you're in these, like, I really love seeing you repost your updates so we can all see that evolution.
Yeah, I agree. There are some people that just edited the original post and then I couldn't remember what the old one had looked like. So I
Yeah, much better way for us all to learn.
agree with that. Yeah. So I have three more honorable mentions.
Yep.
Chaba Borzowski, I'm not sure if I'm
Yep.
saying that right. He had this really awesome YouTube mini course that he had put together, and it was just above and beyond what just a lead magnet would be. So I think that was really well done. Kyle Jordan, I mentioned his spreadsheet with the check marks. And then Willem Dersemi had a really awesome idea to educate people about a vanity upcharge on organic meat and how you could calculate your order. So, we had this fun conversation about, well, what if a person's 2 times as hungry as a normal person? How are we going to put that into their meat calculation? So he's really kind of thinking about all the different details. So really, really fun ideas and really well done.
Awesome. Love it. Cool. So those are the honorable mentions. So I guess it's time for the drum roll. Who, Rachel, came away the winner and why?
Okay, so the winner of the Ultimate Lead Magnet Challenge was Anna Iveson.
What? Congratulations, Anna.
Congratulations. Awesome job. Anna was targeting personal development coaches who feel like their marketing is falling flat. So she was going to help them by coming up with a unique origin story. So she had this really detailed kind of workbook that was talking about why is this an important thing for people to know, and then here's a step-by-step for how to actually create your origin story. I liked how interactive hers was. It was really beautifully designed. Even though that wasn't part of our initial challenge, she had the actual piece, starting to come together.
Yeah.
She had a strong call to action. And the thing that kind of really sold me on Anna was I said, wouldn't it be great if you could take this lead magnet and make it digital so that your prospect didn't have to do a lot of extra work? Right. And like within a day, she had this whole system worked up where she could just have people type in their answers and hit submit. And suddenly she had, answers directly from her prospects that she could follow up with.
I love it. It's brilliant. And, it's funny because when we first started Copy Chief, somebody made me one of these for the 60-second sales hook. And I was like, oh my God, it's magic. I want everything to be like that. And, we didn't end up doing that. So, but it's so cool when people can just literally fill in the blanks, right? It's such a great way to teach. And I can see why you chose this one as the winner, not only because it was awesome and well thought out, well executed, but it followed your specialty within lead magnets, Rachel. It's interactive.
Yes.
To the point where you can just learn and do in real time. And that's so powerful. Really, I've said this about lead magnets for years, the magic ingredient, which I didn't do on purpose. I just realized after the fact of the 60-second sales hook is that people just instinctively saw how simple it was and wanted to start writing their own. And so if we can get people to take action and start doing and then turn it into us as homework, because we're the only one who can grade it. We're the only teacher teaching this thing, right? That's why we want a unique mechanism. And Anna did that on a high level. So congratulations, Anna. Great work.
Yes, awesome. And thank you so much to everybody who submitted. It was really fun, going back and forth with you guys, and feel free to tag me if I can continue to help at all.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Rachel. Awesome. Glad you enjoyed it. And of course, Anna wins a Copy Chief t-shirt and 30-minute consultation with you. So you guys will be working together to take this magnet to a whole nother level. And hopefully you'll come in and update this same thread with what you guys end up doing in there as well. That'd be super cool.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thanks, Kevin.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you. Awesome. Rachael Kraft, everybody. Wow. It's been so cool to watch Rachael. She was in, RFL 9 just a few months back and decided on lead magnets as her bat signal. And here she is, the preeminent leader, the coach, the authority about lead magnets. And I want to point out,